Hello everybody, welcome back to Legend of Mana. We're kind of starting off things a little bit different in this episode because I want to demonstrate something. So about 5 episodes ago, we completed a quest for Elle, and she's a recruitable character. Elle is interesting. Much like Pearl, she cannot attack physically. All her abilities are basically defensive, but she has a lot of magic. Now, these few episodes are going to demonstrate magic in various ways, so I figured I'd pick up Elle because, well, I can't craft any good magic right now. But man, I was kind of surprised to see how good Elle is. Let's show her off here. Now, while my staff is all great and stuff, check this out. Elle is freaking strong. Like, my magic can't even do 1/4 of a damage to an HP bar on these guys, and she nearly wipes them out. I'm actually surprised too, because I've never used her before this LP. She is really good. Anyways, back to the episode. Last chapter, we got a new artifact, and I'm just sitting here trying to figure out where do I want to put it. Yeah, a snowy mountain behind another mountain is pretty good, right? Oh hey, it's Mephinase. What's he doing here? You're not trying to blow up the world again, are you? So we have no natural bearing on this quest whatsoever, so like good adventurers, we're gonna interfere. Now if you remember last episode, I got a lot of new STs, and they are pretty great. But let's just see what Elle can do with a bunch of her magic. So magic in Legend of Mana is kind of interesting. You're supposed to craft it at your workshop, or you could use allies like I am, but magic has several kind of effects. You could have an area of effect you could aim, you could have 3 random area of effects, you could have a big area of effect in front of you, you could have a donut shot, or you could have a line shot. Depending on what elements you use, that also affects what it does. It seems like Elle is primarily water and wind magic. Also, here's one of my new STs. It's pretty short, but pretty sweet. Man, I gotta say I'm really satisfied with the staff. It's all the benefits of the spear with some really cool STs. I feel kind of bad that I'm not using magic with it, but that'll come another time when I'm not, you know, a broken hobo. Now, Fig Snowfield has a weird situation with elemental resistances. Well, just resistances, period. Enemies here have like really weird values. Like right now with these mer dudes, I'm doing a bunch of damage with my staff, yet when Elle hit them with water magic, it did nothing. I mean, that kind of makes sense considering they're, water elemental creatures, but yeah. You're gonna see a lot of HP bars just dropping randomly, because it seems like something weird happened in the values in this level. Now there is one thing to do in this quest in order to progress it, and if you don't do it, you're going to be wandering around for a while. Luckily I know what to do because I've done this quest before. It's not hard to do, it's just really easy to overlook because most people tend to not, talk to people in these kind of games. Legend of Mana is a really open-ended game, you're not being told what direction to go to, and that could trip people up. I'm really kind of shocked at how weak the merfolk are in this level, because in other areas they're pretty strong. I don't know if it's the staff or the nunchucks or what. And here we have Mephine's camp. Why they're out? Well, we know why they're out here, but kind of curious where the fire's coming from. It's kind of weird to see Mephine's as a compassionate individual because, our past experiences with him are not exactly, kind. He's been rather, eccentric and rude sometimes. So it's kind of neat to see this side of him. But in order to progress the quest, you have to talk to Mephine's while we steal all his belongings. Now, unfortunately, we had to power our way back through, but luckily this gives me time to test out new abilities. Or so I thought. Yeah, that's the problem with having a caster on your team. Sometimes they just, interrupt your abilities and everything goes wrong. And then you look like a fool on national television. I am quite satisfied with how strong she is, though. With how kinda generic and nondescript magic is in this game, she's pretty strong. A really good, asset to have in this game. Now, this skill is awesome just because of how it looks. I just tackled someone into the 5th dimension and then exploded them, and got buffed for it. What a really good technique. I think that one's gonna stay in the roster for a while. Not a lot of stuff here. It's a side path though, so why not? Now here's what I mean about strange defenses. The wolves and the rabbits in this level are unusually resilient to both physical and magical damage, so this fight kind of takes a while, and I was kind of surprised because everything else in this level is pretty weak, yet the rabbits and the wolves are the strongest. I guess Square really liked the rabbits. By the way, that's a new technique as well. You just magically grow some flowers and then explode them. I don't know. Magic's awesome. This staff is just so good, except for its moveset. I'm not a huge fan of the moveset sometimes. Also here you can see kind of a bad thing with Elle. If she ever gets cornered by a minion, she can't really do much to defend herself. Now since I'm trying to learn all the staff techniques, I'm probably going to be manipulating my abilities a lot in these episodes, so I apologize. Now this is the floor we were at a while ago, so some areas might seem familiar because I just kind of backtracked by accident. Here's a new enemy, an actual dragon. What are you doing here? Eh, whatever. Let's use this bad boy. Did that not damage the rabbite? What the hell? I've never seen that. Like, I thought it was weird that Aggravator could just, you know, nullify an ST, but Rabbites too? We'll just let, you know, Elle bombard the crap out of this thing. Ooh, dragon steak. Gonna feed that to Excalibur somehow. How does the sword even eat? So that's the big issue with this quest. Mephiles is having trouble accepting what happened to his brother, which is unfortunate. A man driven to despair so much that he tried to bank on a miracle and instead became a monster. That's somewhat mortifying, actually. Might actually justify Mephiles' actions from before. I don't know. Now when Mephiles says that he wishes to free his brother, that basically means we have to. Cause yeah, what man could kill his own brother? So they say go on ahead to fight, but there are still 2 small fights. Oh well. Nothing big, we've fought these dudes before, and we're still seeing the strange effects of enemy defenses in this level. Boo, I couldn't combo into a kickflip there. I was actually kind of disappointed in that. So what can a man driven to despair possibly turn himself into? It's just another one of these fuckers again. This is Doomer. He's kind of the same as his 2 other brothers, but with some slight differences. Namely that he's mostly ice-themed. Also, enjoy sprite distortions in this level in this fight, because it's gonna happen a lot. Like, the enemies in this game don't have actual animations to react to certain attacks, they just kinda, you know, get shifted. So, weird stuff happens. Like a while ago, you just saw this dude get spun around by Elle's magic, but weirder stuff happens. That looks so weird. Ow. Yeah, you gotta learn how to bait bosses when you fight them, because if you just use an ST out of nowhere, they're gonna react pretty quickly. Luckily, I am really good at building meter. Now here's where things get silly. I just tackled a Yeti into the 5th dimension. The staff is magic, man. Now, Doom doesn't have a lot of HP. I think he only has about 3 bars, but his defenses are wow. His defenses are rock solid for the most part, except the water magic. So if you want to beat him, use water magic. Well, that was cool. I'm really pleased by using Elle. She is a fun character. What a strange witch. Like, she doesn't seem like the witch type at all. She just seems like an overly protective mother. Well, not even a mother. What am I talking about? Hey, little cactus. I had a wintertime adventure today. See you folks next time. Wait, what the heck, little cactus?